Buying your first home is super exciting, but which is the right path for you, pre-owned or new build?
In this video, we're going to break it down: the pros, the cons, the process, and any other questions you have.
I'm Trisha Gonzalez with the Same Real Estate Group.
I'm Carla Parra, loan officer at New Wave Lending.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the biggest pros about new builds. First and foremost is the maintenance. Everything is under warranty and it's brand spanking new. So for 1 year, you have a bumper to bumper warranty. Everything besides the fence and the landscaping is under warranty.
Yeah.
So usually right before the warranty is over, we advise our clients to have that third party inspector go back out there and just make sure that everything is still good to go. And if something needs to be fixed, you call the builder, they come back out and they fix it for you.
Yeah, and all for free because it's under this bumper to bumper warranty.
Yes. And of course, your big things, your foundation, things of that nature, those are going to be under warranty for much longer. Also, the best thing is all the incentives that the new builders are offering. All the incentives are absolutely amazing. They give you such a big break on interest rates, which you can speak to a little bit.
Yeah, so one of the big incentives is the interest rate that you get when you do new build financing and all the appliances you get as well. Right now is the beginning of 2025, and you can also speak to this. The builders are helping a lot the buyers. So they're having a lower interest rate because they're financing the loan, which maybe you wouldn't qualify, let's just say 350, but with their financing because of their interest rate, maybe you do qualify because it's lower. Also, they're giving
Closing
closing cost
costs,
cover for appraisal. They're giving washer, dryer,
refrigerator.
So it is a good incentive because comparing to a pre-owned home,
You're coming to the table with a lot less.
yeah, with a lot less, and all the appliances are new, which is nice because you know that they're not going to break down anytime soon.
And they're also under warranty.
And they're also under warranty, which is great.
And of course, the obvious, it's brand new. No one's lived in it.
Yeah.
It's get to make your own memories there. You're not going to have any issues with any of the 5 major roofing, foundation, plumbing, electrical, HVAC.
So what about the cons? So one of the biggest thing is location. So if you are location sensitive, if you have to commute to work, not all of them, but most of these new builds are in the surrounding areas of big
the
cities.
metroplex.
So if you're a remote worker, this could be a great thing. But if you're having to go into the city and commute is a big factor for you, a new home might not be the best solution for you or the best home for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. All those new homes are going to be in areas that they're just now developing. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. Another con is waiting. Those homes still have to be built. So sometimes they've got inventory homes ready for move-in today. Other times they're not going to be completed till March or April, which may align with what you're looking for. So it could be a con, could be a pro.
Yeah, so if you are in a rush, maybe this waiting period doesn't fit your needs. So
Absolutely.
So that's definitely something also to take in mind.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about the pros and cons of pre-owned homes.
Pre-owned homes, one of the pros about them is location. So a pre-owned home, if you are location sensitive, you can pick the area that is closer to your work or closer to your family, whatever is a necessity for you, which is great. And you can also see the neighborhood is already developed. So you get an idea of the safety of how the neighborhood is and get a good idea of
the community.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The community.
Another huge pro, which is no surprise to anyone, is the layouts and the character of the homes. These homes were built, we're selling homes that were built in the 50s all the way to new builds, and they've got a different layout. They are more spacious. The lot sizes are bigger. So that is definitely one of my favorite pros about pre-owned homes. A lot of the pre-owned homes I sell, they're the total opposite from cookie cutter, and they're very beautiful. So I love that. And then some of the cons that we have are going to be the maintenance cost. A home built in the 50s, surprisingly enough, is, 75 years old this year. So
Yeah.
that's a really long time ago. And it just depends. At some point, you know, even if you were to buy a home today and you
Mhm.
go sell it in 10 years or 20 years, 15 years, you're going to have to renovate some things with the kind of the innards of the home, the plumbing,
Yeah.
the electrical. You're going to have to update things. So obviously, if you do buy a pre-owned home, we're
Mhm.
going to do an inspection. We're going to make sure that everything's functioning properly the way that it should be. But things could still potentially arise
Yeah.
because of the age of the home.
Yeah. And I will also add that some of these big ticket items like roof, foundation, plumbing, and electricity, they might have warranty, but they also might not have warranty. I also seen in a lot of the older homes, at least in the DFW area, they get renovated. So that's good. Sometimes they do have that warranty, but not all of them have that.
Have that transferable
Mhm.
warranty. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a case by case basis.
Correct.
A lot of the times, if you do fall out of contract due to an inspection, it's going to
Mhm.
be because it's a pre owned home that didn't pass the inspection.
Yeah.
And it's something that's too big and too dire to come to a negotiable term about.
Correct.
So, Carla owns 2 homes. Your first
Mhm.
home was a pre owned home,
Yeah.
and your second's a new build. So, how about you share a little bit about how that's been for you?
Yeah, so like Trisha mentioned, my first home was pre-owned. So it's actually a condo. It did need it. It was good. It had good bones, but it does needed a lot of renovations because it was very outdated. It was built in the 70s, 74, 1 bedroom, 2 bath. The good thing was that house, it's already over 20 plus K in equity. I did have to spend money though to renovate it. Like I renovated the whole kitchen, the whole restroom,
Took the
but
popcorn
the
ceilings
popcorn
off.
ceiling. So there was a lot of money to renovate it, but the location was just great. I mean, I was in the middle of Dallas. I could really get anywhere 15 minutes max. So that is great. Right now, I'm renting it, which is a great location for my renters.
Mhm.
Now, my second experience, I also bought a new build. The great thing, it's brand new in a developing community,
You had little cash to
little
close.
cash to close, all new appliances, everything under warranty, which is great, right? It's everything new. The only bad thing I would say is that it was very far from Dallas. So from being in the middle of Dallas, now I was like an hour away from Dallas,
Mhm.
which is in Denton City, which is it's fine whatever your need is. Now I am blessed to be able to work remote when needed, so that wasn't a big need for me, but I it is a big shift, right? Because now if I did needed to come to the city, I need to plan out at least 2 hours to go in, do what I need to do, and then go back home.
Yeah.
So
Those are the biggest things. I
yeah.
mean, I have a new home
Mhm.
and I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bought it 5 years ago. And I mean, for 5 years, it's been driving a lot to get to a lot of different places.
Yeah.
Now my area is a lot more developed. So I definitely feel myself staying on that side of town more.
Yeah. You should talk
Um,
how it right like that whole neighborhood just
Yeah, so I bought a home in Tarrant County in Saginaw five
mhm.
years ago, which 5 years ago is considered the boonies. Now it's
Yes.
not. Now
Now
everyone's.
it's
To be
not.
honest, I bought my home for $250. So,
Mhm.
and I feel like you cannot find a home in that area
Not a brand new
at that
home.
price
Yeah.
anymore. So yeah, I'm very blessed that I bought it when I did. Now that I've been there for 5 years,
Mhm.
they have developed so much retail,
Yeah.
so many different activities to do over there. There's so many different chains that are coming over there now.
True.
And then, of course, the equity. I was one of the first people in this community, and now all the other builders have come over there. And now the price point of the community is pretty high. I sold my neighbor's house. It's the highest priced home sold in the community. I sold it for $460.
Yeah. From
So
250. Wow.
yeah, I know. My home is one of the smallest in the community, obviously. So I think right now it's probably worth between 380 and 390. But
Mhm.
that just goes to show you how quickly you can get a return on your investment if you do go the
Mhm.
new build route. So let's get into that.
So, what's the right option for you? Answer is both are good options.
Yes. At the end of the day, you
Yes.
need to have a conversation with yourself
Mhm.
about what your priorities are and really how long do you plan on being in this home? Is this home a forever home? Is this home a
Mhm.
stepping stone into a bigger home? So for me, my thought process is, okay, I'm going to go buy a brand new home
Right.
and it's going to appreciate so quickly. I'm sitting on almost $200,000 worth of equity and I've
Mhm.
just been sitting in my home for 5 years. That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, what a great investment, right?
Yeah.
So, and the great thing is I've got that money and I can pull it out. I can sell the
Yeah.
house. I can cash out refinance. I can pull out a HELOC.
Yeah.
So there's so many different things you can do with that. But the biggest thing is you could go put it down on a $450,000 home. And then your mortgage is still going to be the same
Right.
as your, when you bought your I put minimum down payments. So I put,
Right.
the smallest amount I could.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing you need to ask yourself. How
Mhm.
long am I going to be in this home? And that's when people say, oh, just get into your first home as quickly as possible. Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
what other investment are you going to make that's going to make you almost $200,000 in 5 years?
Yeah.
I'd love to
Yeah.
know.
And I think also a big thing is the location and time frame. So location, like I mentioned, if you do have to commute to work, maybe doing an hour commute is not what you want to do. Then maybe new build is not the best route. Time frame, if you are in a hurry to get into a home, some of these new builds, like we
Take
mentioned,
time.
take time. It might not be the right fit, and it's just coming, like you said, in realization, what are your needs, what are your wants, and having an honest conversation with yourself.
Yeah, what's
Mhm.
important to you now? I
Exactly.
love that I was able to make that small little
Yeah.
sacrifice because I was able to buy a home
Yeah.
really young. And people still drove out to me because I had a house,
Yeah.
and I'm in real estate, so it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But I have to have that conversation with my first time home buyers every single time.
Yeah.
What is most important to you? In conclusion, there is no right answer. It is not a one size fits all. It is about establishing your real estate goals, where you are in your life, and setting you up for success. So with that being said, the best thing you can do after watching this video is book a consultation with us.
Yeah.
Let us help you. Usually my first appointment with clients for at least 45 minutes
Yeah.
is I get everyone on the same page because
Yeah.
there are a lot of different things. Everyone wants to do so many different things. You got to get on the page about what are we doing right now?
What is-
You can have future aspirations for a bigger house, for more land,
Mhm.
to be further away, but what's going to help you get there right now? A
Exactly.
pre-owned or a new build? And that's a personal decision and it varies.
Yeah, and you can do the consultation. The link is going to be down below. Comment, like, tell us what you like, tell us what you're thinking, and subscribe as well.
Yes, and we'll go look at brand new homes and pre-owned homes and see what you guys think. So see you guys at the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know what else you guys would like to know about the home buying process.
Thank you.
Bye.